Good evening, ladies, gentlemen, and all variations thereof. I am in the middle of getting myself a cup of tea. I will be here in a moment. I might be a little less coherent today because my blood got stolen, and as such, my brain is a little fuzzy. I will be right back. Okay. Right. So, everybody, let's start today by talking about the importance of STI or STD testing. Yeah. That's a good thing to start with, I think. So, STIs or STDs, sexually transmitted infections or diseases. Getting tested for these regularly if you have sex in any form of regular, in any form, on a regular basis, is a good idea. Mainly just so that you can make sure that something that you may or may not have caught from somebody else, who caught it from somebody else, who caught it from somebody else, gets caught before you either pass it on to somebody else or actually suffer ill effects from it. One of my partners recently informed me that a partner of theirs had recently gotten tested and found out that they had a form of chlamydia. Now, I'm showing no symptoms of that at all. However, it is always good to get checked. And the good thing about medical diagnoses in STDs and STIs is most of it doesn't even need for you to be present. The main part that you need to be present for is the supply of various bodily fluids. And yes, that sounds gross. And it kind of is. But it is better safe than sorry. I don't know where cafes come into this, Dragon Reaper, but I will take your word for it. So, today, technically last week, I sent off, and for people who are in the UK, this is important information to have. In the UK, there is a company, I guess, who are, well, the company's name is SH24. Sexual health, 24 hours a day, basically. And they do free STI and STD testing. They do contraception testing. They do treatment, HIV prevention. They provide condoms, all of that sort of thing. All of this is done for free. You just need to book in, and I'll actually link this for the people in the UK. I will link this in the chat. But making sure that your sexual health is in good condition doesn't take long. It's literally just one quick sign-up form and an address, and you will get a testing box that allows you to make sure that your STI and STD situation is clear, that your sexual health is safe and well, and it's something that really needs to be destigmatized, because in a lot of places that sort of thing is still treated with like a lot of, unfortunately, quite heavy stigma. But these things happen, and no one should be shamed for it. And yeah, so as I said, last week I ordered an STI testing kit because I wanted to be sure. And today that STI testing kit arrived, and I will admit I should have eaten before I actually started the process of testing, because one of the things that STI testing requires is blood. And it is better to draw blood on a full stomach, well hydrated, because it's easier, because the blood flows better, your circulation is better. That is the alarm for me to put something in the oven. I'll do that in a moment. For your STI health, and STI testing kits are a major part of maintaining your general health as well. So I had to draw not much blood, about 400 milliliters of blood from my fingers. Unfortunately, I started doing that on low hydration, and I hadn't eaten that day. I hadn't eaten today before when I started doing that. And I realized my mistake very quickly because my blood flow was shite. It actively not even dripping, just coagulating, which isn't great. Now, I did manage to extract about 400 milliliters from my body. However, even that small amount started to make me woozy and nauseous. So, for a quick PSA, if you are getting STI tested, make sure you are well hydrated and well fed before you start drawing blood, because otherwise it could end badly. I was actually, earlier, I was just kind of curled up on the floor of my kitchen trying to make the headache go away, because that got a lot worse as soon as I started drawing blood. So yeah. Obviously, STI testing also includes various other things like throat swabs, urine samples, and rectal swabs. But those are, generally speaking, while a little uncomfortable, relatively easy to deal with. So yes. Generally speaking, STI testing is something that you should try to do once every 6 months if you have sex regularly, maybe once a year if you don't. I go for the once a year option. I usually do my STI testing every November. So it was about time I got it done anyway. But because I'm not majorly sexually active, it's not as big of an issue for me. If you are majorly sexually active, I would recommend getting tested once every 6 months. If you're extremely active, I would suggest getting tested once every 3 months. Otherwise, just make sure that you wear the right kind of protection for whatever activity you're doing, and don't. Well, just don't be unsafe during sex. Or if you are planning to bear back, as it were, during sexual intercourse, make sure that you and your partner are both consenting to this and that everyone understands the possible risks during that time period. Yeah. Right. We're going to do some Voidtrain in a minute. But I felt like that PSA was kind of important to give out. Just to let you guys know why I'm a little bit woozy today. And also to let you guys know, to give just a general quick PSA about sexual health. Because it is important and it does not get talked about enough. I'm going to go put a pasty in the oven. And I will be right back. Oi. It is very dramatic music to put a sexual health lecture to, I will say. Felt a bit weird. Right. Timer for 30 minutes. I will say, I feel like my blood sugar is a little low as well, but I'm not diabetic, so I don't know, maybe that's just me. I definitely feel lower on energy today than I did yesterday. However, I did do a 12-hour stream yesterday, so that might be why. Right. Okay. So, where were we with Voidtrain? I don't recall. I've been playing a lot of Voidtrain off camera. It's a game that I've actually been relatively enjoying off camera. Because it's a lot of like just chill waiting around while you travel through the void, as it were. So if we load this save slot, I believe I've done a relative amount of adjustment to the train itself. We now have the diesel engine, so we're running around with that, which is quite cool. But I kind of want the Tesla engine at some point. We have here an arena. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to interact with this, drop my weapon on here because I need to repair it anyway. And I'm gonna check the assembly on this weapon using the Annihilator core. This barrel I quite like the look of. So let me check to see how that looks on this. Lower DPS but +5 ammo and basically everything else is higher. So yes, I will equip that. And for the moment, this weapon can take this barrel. Now, We only have the one purple weapon frame. That's fine. Not that fussed about that. We don't have any blue stocks or anything like that. I'm gonna shove some stuff into various containers around here. What I need is some silicon, because we're kind of running a little low on steel, because it's one of the main upgrade materials at this point. Hold on, let me pull this out. And these shouldn't be in here, they should be in the spare parts chest. There we go. Shove that into there. Put that in there. Organic components here. Chemicals in here. Raw wood in here. And this is kind of our main little storage area for general parts. We're doubling up on the workbenches and labs at the moment. I'm not sure that it's necessary. At least when I'm on my own, it's not necessary. But maybe when other people are around, it might be. We've got double the smelters now. Which reminds me, I should... How much? We have 4 silicon, so not really enough. I will craft a bunch of iron, though. There we go. And put the brass bars in here. That can come out and go in here. Put the steel down there. Is it remedials? Yes, remedials is where I've been putting the dyes and stuff. I need some more black and white dyes. I need a lot of dyes, actually. Dyes are kind of hard to come by. I'm wondering if we can produce them, but I don't think we can. Much better. Okay. So. I need to grab my gun. I need to repair my gun first. So let's grab some iron ingots. And repair to full, which gives me a bag of 19. Now, I'm gonna quickly check my fire rate. That's good. That's not bad at all. I'm going to move that down to there. I'm gonna grab some iron because we'll need it for bullets, and we need also to grab some armor plating. Yeah. Actually, we could do with one more. And ammo container tier 1 requires steel bar and unstable chemicals. We can manage that. Not the best, but do. Do we have unstable chemicals? We do. We might need a little more. We'll craft 10. We have plenty of standard chemicals at the moment, so. Ammo containers tier 1. Just to make sure I'm nice and full on my ammunition storage. We are good on special ammunition. We just need little bits and pieces. I'll craft the rest of that with the remaining steel I have. Does mean that we'll need to grab as much silicon as we can get our hands on, but that's all right. I do need to finish building that. Lots of zinc. Always lots of zinc. But the chemicals are useful. There we go. Okay. 7 ammo containers. They would 100 ammo each. That is fine. I'll quickly refill the water on the loot catches. There we go. And the rest of that in there. I'm gonna take that second bunch of armor plating, just in case. And I will take some water, just to help me heal up. And yeah, we'll see how this rolls. Hopefully, this isn't going to be too difficult. I mean, I have a decent enough amount of stuff to use for this. And my gun is well remedied. I do hope we manage to find some decent blue or purple parts for the revolver at some point. Because I haven't seen any above green currently. Right. Let's do this. Hey, buddy. Take me to the fight. Load up. Another armor plate. And let's do fight number 2. That sounds bigger than usual at this stage. Oh yeah, it is bigger than usual at this stage. Alright. Okay. So you're appearing slightly earlier now. You would usually only appear at tier 3. That's what I was waiting for. Go. Right. Another armor plate. This tells me that this is going to get a lot harder, a lot quicker now. Okay. Right. I think we'll switch to the special ammunition to start with. There we go. Put on another armor plate. There we go. Right. Systematic annihilation. I don't think this guy will have dropped any special ammo. Honestly, I'm not really feeling the special. But that's alright. Actually, before we start this, use 2 of these. 1 of these. Right. Let's go. Hi, buddy. Take me away. Oh, thank you, buddy. You like that straight now. How rude. There. The jamming mechanic does annoy me, especially when my gun isn't tip-top. There. Damn. Ah, there you are. I think for the final wave I'm going to have to deal with 2 of you, aren't I? Okay. Okay. Time for the pistol. I thought I might end up going through the rest of the ammunition on this one. Put that on. Buddy. Okay. A little more armor. A little more ammo. Bring us up to max. Right. Final wave. See how we manage. Okay. We've damaged enough on the gun that we're down to 2. Wait, am I jammed already? Oi. Okay. Boy. It's a lot of bugs. Reloaded the gun, not the mag. Interesting. Okay, yep. Hold up. I get it. You don't want me in your little arena thing. I get it. Okay. Okay. Alright, big guy. It's just you and me left. Hey. Okay, what have you got for me? Ooh. Okay. Oh, I'm in space. Oh, damn. Okay. Okay, hold on. Move to train. Move to train. And move to train. What's this? It looks like a die of some sort, and I do want the dies. Ooh, okay. Ooh, we can just use these and refill our ammunition. There we go. White die. Nice. Right. Back to the train. Thank you, Trial Master. Whee! Ah, right. Okay, grab a few bits and pieces. There is a reason that I have an empty shelf in the engine. And the reason is for chests. And roughly low amber as well, sometimes. There we go. Oh, not bad. Okay. Onwards. Down to 15 from 19. Yeah, we need to maintain this. Stat. Durability really does go down quite fast, doesn't it? Okay, let's move some of this stuff into here. Chemicals over here. Good. Organic components here. Remedials like dyes over here. Okay. And let's grab the stuff from the gatherer's station. Fuel. There we go. Okay. Lovely. Right. Oh, jellyfish. Alright. Jellyfish are harmless. We are good. Right. Add points into here. This requires 80. We have a couple of things back here. I will unlock the ammunition tier 2 so that we can get more ammo, so that we can carry more. Engine's durability, what's next? Armor plate 2 could be useful. Experienced builder. All buildings are more resistant to damage. That could be useful. Loot Mania 3 to upgrade the number of loot catchers on the train. Got fast regeneration. Auto pulling safety rope. Seems weird. And traction +3. Unlock +1 to max train length. Okay, let's do engine durability and a wagon wall. See what we get. Oh, luxury wagon walls 1. Wagon walls without windows. That's fine, I suppose. I might slot it into this section here. Maybe. Actually. That could... If I set it up so that the windows are... I mean, either way, this would end up being... I do want these windows here, but we'll see. Okay. Let's do a little bit of harvesting, shall we? Right. Shove the lump of gasoline in the macerator, because that makes sense. I do have some silicon in there. Ooh, lovely. Okay. A bit more scrap metal is useful. That looks like zinc. Yes, it is. Send all of that into my inventory. That looks like silicon. Okay. Wonderful. Put that in there. Coal. I am surprised that we don't need coal to make steel. Considering it's iron being carbonized that gives us steel, essentially. Oh, shit. Okay, we're gonna have to deal with... stuff. Okay, what do I need for a diesel battery? I'm gonna break here before we start to deal with an incoming train. Let's see, diesel battery requires gasoline, chunks, and water. Oh, okay, that's not too bad actually. Diesel batteries. Let's craft 4 because we can. Put the rest of this away. Travel all of this stuff into here and here and there. Okay. Right. This is fully repaired. Let's go. Insert battery. Yeah, we're gonna have to deal with the raider train soon because of the side-by-side tracks. That's fine. Let's engage medium speed. Oh, missed that gasoline piece. Oh well. It was on the other side of the rails, so... Yep, there it is. Alright, buddies. Time to get ready. I have destroyed this train's locomotion system. So now, I'm gonna board it. Thank you. Hi, buddies. I'm here to steal shit from you. Oh, hi. I'm just gonna... Oh. Yep. Beautiful. Oh, lovely. You stopped right next to some stuff I need. Right, now, let's double check that no one decided to actually board my train. I don't believe they did. I think I managed to get through this relatively quickly. But I might as well double check. Roughlimos, how are we looking in here? Oh. Apparently one guy still here. Hi! I'm sorry. I didn't realize I'd missed you. My apologies for that. I'd hate to think I'd leave my audience wanting. Okay. Let's run a quick round of looting. After all, you're not using this train anymore. Ooh. And that is the sound of my pasty being ready. Just gonna finish looting around here. Gold chunks. Okay. Ooh, hello. Oh. Okay. And I need to... Alright. I'm gonna be right back, everybody. While I go grab my pasty. Shouldn't be too long. Right. I return. I have pasty. It is very hot. I shall not be eating it right now. But, back to this. There's a few bits and pieces on this train that I would still like to keep to myself. And we shall do so. Just gonna store some stuff away first. A little bit in here, a little bit in there. Flammables into here. Salvageables into here. This will be just general parts for the moment. Need to shovel some ingots away. There we go. That into there. the inhibitor into here. Then we go get the rest of the loot. Anything drop between the tracks? We'll check under the carriage afterwards. Ooh. Okay. More stuff. Ooh. Weapon modules. A token. Revolver modules. No revolver modules in blue yet. I would really like to find one in blue. Let me pick up these. How are we looking? Full again. My God. I mean, if I could disassemble the other train, Dragon Reaper, I think I would be overflowing with resources. So maybe it's a good thing I can't. Or at least overflowing with metal, anyway. There we go. Put that in there. There we go. And then all the gun parts can go in here for the moment. I shall keep the token on me, because we can use the token when we get to the next stop. Okay, so what's in this one? This carriage that is filled. My God, it really is filled with fog. Okay, so there's a few weapon parts down here. A bit of, ooh, a full-on fast tornado weapon. Another token. Alright. And I can't grab whatever this stuff is. Wait, oh, hold on. Hold on. There was a thing. There was an interactable. I don't know why there was an interactable. Is there something below the carriage? No? No. Oh. I saw a prompt, but maybe I was seeing things. Okay, there's a couple of things around here that I need to essentially turn into stuff for the... Oh wow, this stuff really is far out. Okay. Yes, items to place within the salvager. Can't get back there yet. Well, we can, but we'd need to lunge out into the void. Okay, silicon. Okay. What I need to do is put... I need to run back and... Well, realistically, I need to reverse the train. If I reverse the train, then I can start sliding stuff into the actual salvager, which is all the way at the front, which is usually a good thing, but in this case is not quite so helpful. Ooh, hello. We'll take that. Start that. grab reverse direction, yes? Let us slowly reverse direction. And I'll grab this while I'm at it. Oh. The train must have its own form of gravitational field. That's what it feels like. At times, anyway. And, okay. That's automatically braked because of the weird thing at the back of the train. Okay, that's fine. Alright. What have we got? Over there. Can I reach that from here? I can. Do, 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 do. Shove that in there. Is that? No. I wish I had an additional carry slot for the big stuff, but unfortunately, I think that's a little ways off on the upgrades. Put the coal in here. That. Another lump of coal. I think there's maybe 1 to 2 lumps of zinc back there as well that I need to grab. I am doing my best to try and finish my thoughts as I say them. Because one of the things I've noticed over the past few weeks is that I have a tendency to half say my thoughts, and then I don't finish them and I leave everybody confused. Which is probably a bad thing. Especially for content creation. Especially for people who are listening to this but aren't actually watching it, so they don't actually know what's going on. So I feel like I need to get not necessarily used to saying my thoughts more, but definitely need to get used to finishing my thoughts more. Why is this so... Why can't I open all this stuff? I want to open all this stuff. I want to steal all this stuff. Why is all this stuff here if you can't steal it? Why does stuff in video games exist if it's not there to be stolen? You know? Maybe that's just me. Maybe I'm just greedy. Just about reach that stuff out there. Definitely can't reach that there, unfortunately. I mean, I could if I wanted to use some deployment rings, but... no, that's too much. Come on. There we go. Ooh. Like that. Lovely. Ah! And this gasoline piece. grab, and there's more stuff over there. Okay. Oh. Wait, where's my engine? Oh, there's my engine. Okay. Pick up. Shove that in there. Reverse. And go. Just running at slow speed at the moment, but that should be enough to keep us tided over. Silicon, wood. Why can't I have this grappling gun? I wish I could give the Roflimos grappling guns. That would be fun. Okay, there is a chunk of coal over there. I will grab, thank you very muchly. Okay. Right. Time to organize stuff again. I need to shovel a bunch of this zinc just into one of the into the Roflimo. Not the Roflimo, the research table. Yes, that thing. That in there. Got plenty of coal to run our machines. Okay, and pick up the rest of this. Now, take out some of this. Most of this, actually. And we only need one row of zinc at the moment. We have a lot of brass. You, research table. Take 71 zinc and turn it into research points. More zinc. Great. Ooh. Oh, right. I need to feed you guys. Oh, well, water you guys. I'm sorry, buddies. I didn't mean to leave it this long, but I was having a fight. Some other items. Put those in there. Put these in here. Put these in here. This, that, this, and this. Plenty of scrap metal now. Good. These we will add fuel to. 10 coal chunks should be enough for a little while. And same over here. I like that we can just shove a diesel battery in there if we want to. Let's max out the iron production for the moment, and then we can start making steel later. All metal-wise, we're fine. We can shove some of this wood into the tech priest. Tech priest? Tech wizard. The research table. God damn it. There we go. Oh, this railway line is still pretty long. Okay. That. Oh. I already had another piece of zinc on me. Alright, hold on. Pop that in here. Grab this. Pop it in here as well. little bits and pieces. Whatever's ended up in here. Okay. And we do need to take a look at the stuff that we actually got from the thing. So, fast tornado, mostly blues and some greens. Still haven't found any blue stops. Go. Perfect. That's silicon. I want that. There we go. Because we need lots of steel. Oh, and 37 compost. And a trash chunk. Actually, the trash chunk can go in here. And the compost can go away. Okay. Buddy, you're kind of in the way. And you're realistically short enough that you could just sit on the table. Okay. Iron bars. Ooh, steel bars. Because we need a lot of these. And we should put the... I need to sort this. Okay. So, barrels, frames, magazines. Frame. There. Do we not have triggers? Apparently not. Oh. Actually. Yeah. Alright. Magazines. Frame. Put those in there. This is barrel. These are all barrels. Oh, God. Okay. Generally speaking, I'll just scrap the greens, though. So, that, go. Wait. That's a trigger, so we keep that. Green barrel, we take. Or green frame, rather. All of these are green as well. I'm just gonna scrap these because, honestly, green doesn't really do much. Like, realistically, nowadays, what we want is mainly blues and purples. And if we can get a gold, we'll take a gold, but those are rare. Ah, good. Portal. I was wondering when we were going to get to this. Let's grab what's in the gather station. Fuel goes in there. Consumables go in there. Steel goes in here. The rest of this can go in here. Oh, wait. Ah, well. Wait, that's... Wait, oh, that is... Is that... No, that's not a revolver grip. Okay. It would say it's a revolver grip. Okay. Hold on. Oh, it is a revolver module. Okay, hold on. I'll keep that then. Okay, right. Quickly grab those and you. I need to check that more often. Okay. And a little bit of that in there. A bit of this in here. I guess this can be grips. Go. And the revolver module, I will figure out what I'm going to do with in a moment. This is... Just going to grab that. Right. Forward we go. I'm going to quickly munch on.
The prophecy should be here somewhere.
This looks different. Why is there a giant concrete block? Uh-oh. Okay. This is weird. I haven't seen this type of station before. Grab the prophecy. Okay. Pick this up. These are gas tanks, I guess? Oh. Well, that looks dangerous to pick up, but alright.
A raven. What will the other two prophecies be then?
Okay. Ooh, cool. Nice. Grab that. Why did I need to open that? I don't know. Hey, my little buddies are having a jam session. Lovely. Interesting. Okay. Let's drop some stuff in the various bits and pieces. Grips can go in there for now. Salvageables. Cams. Consumables. Medials. Spare parts. Nothing. Okay. Grab the steel. And make some more iron. Steel goes in here. Now. There we go. Okay. We don't have much in the way of silicon left. That's fine. As long as we have a decent amount of steel, we should be good. Pick up all this. Add points in wood, zinc, and red samples. No, get the locomotive cabin. Closed cabin 1. Okay, I mean, that's not really what I was looking for. I would like the luxury cabin with windows, but... Most of these boxes still need to be upgraded. Just one more thing to add to the to-do list. Actually, we have enough to do that a little. Upgrade. 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 God, this is expensive. Okay, so all of these should be... Actually, do we have any sturdy bolts and wood? I think we do. Doop, doop, doop. There we go. This way. Remedials, we'll put the steam batteries and the prophecy in there. Steel bar, how much can we make? 10. And then 7 more, because we're out of silicon. Plenty of zinc, though. Gotta love the zinc. Let's refill the water on the loop catchers. There we go. Zinc can, as usual, go into the research table. So much zinc. Always so much zinc. Okay. Research armor plate tier 2. Grab another wagon wall. Standard wagon walls, okay. What's this? Fast regeneration. Reduces health regeneration delayed by 50%. Oh. We'll get another roughly mill. Few more things here and there. That's fine. Okay. Let's grab some water. Maybe the boiled water. Use some of that. And let's go do a little bit of fighty. Bit more rifle ammo. Right. Onwards and inwards. Let's quickly deal with... Ah, no. I know how badly that thing hurts. Let's quickly deal with these guys. Get rid of that. Nope. Ow. Ooh. I'll pick that up later. You explode. You, I guess, don't explode. Ooh. We'll take the blue sample. Come on. Okay. Little bit more danger. That's fine. Oh, hi. Hey, explosives. Hi, Madeline. Welcome. I'm exploding our local Nazis. I think that's what these guys are. They look like Nazis anyway. They look like Wolfenstein-style Nazis anyway. Explode you. Explode you. Come on, buddies. That's enough of that. That's enough. Ooh, token. There's so much loot everywhere. Oh, come on. This weapon is starting to jam more frequently, and that's worrying. More tokens. Okay, there's at least one more guy. Oh. Yay! Nice. All done. Grab that. A lot of blue parts, a lot of green parts. This is a blue weapon. Well, we'll see what we carry out of this. I haven't spotted any nice revolver parts yet. A couple of green weapons. Okay. Nope. A little bit of special ammunition. And that. Okay. Let's unlock these boxes that we have in our train, not our inventory. Our train. Ooh. We got a weapon call. Okay, some red samples. Okay, let's quickly drop these there. There's a lot of wood here. Okay. samples. Anything else we can stack on what we've got in our inventory? Nope. Okay. We shall have to do a few trips back and forth. Well, that's alright, because there's a lot of battlefield loot that we will also have to gather up. Okay. And our big rumbly snack friend is having a nap, so we're good on that front as well. Okay. Let's see. Chemicals. Consumables. Salvageables. Organics. Okay. Research table. Add blue and red samples for 105 extra points. Oh, seeds. We'll be picking up more seeds anyway, so we'll leave that in our inventory for the moment. Whoop. Okay. Ooh, coin. I'll take that. Token, rather. Who gave the critters a kazoo? I think they just made it themselves. I mean, I have my own instrument. Ooh, we got 2 weapon modules, okay. Oh grief, that's so much wood. Okay, I'm gonna switch that out so that I have extra inventory slots for the moment. Okay. But the critters have free range, generally speaking, of the train. So I wouldn't be surprised if they just made a kazoo from spare parts. Yeah, I have multi-looting capabilities. Wherein I can play an instrument and also pick things up off the floor at the same time. I have a second set of arms attached to my back that nobody can see. At least I assume that's how that works. I've never seen them either. So. Raw chemicals. Rest can go into overflow chemicals. This can go in there. These can go in there. What's this? It's a barrel. Okay. Barrel. Go here. This section can be for new barrels that we haven't tried yet. This can be weapon modules. That's a frame. That should be over here. Organic components. Consumables would include this. I'm gonna have to go gambling in a moment, but we're gonna finish clearing up the battlefield first. Because there's a lot of stuff on the battlefield. Holy shit, there's a lot of stuff on the battlefield. Aim Crusher. Modules. Pick up this, pick up that. gun. A revolver module. Alright. Another weapon module. Weapon module. I'll pick that up. Did anyone die up here? Yes, is the answer. But it's only a bit of scrap, so I can leave that for now. See, frames, that, grip, yeah, the full guns we will put in here for now, magazines, anything green we're going to filter out anyway, I'm just storing it, temporarily. Boop. And boop. Doop. There we go. So apparently someone's pet turkey got loose and the police are looking for it? I mean, it's probably the most useful thing the police could do. I'm gonna be honest. They're not very good at anything else. My anti-cop agenda is showing there, I guess. Space do I have? Space enough for one more gun. Then I have to go back. Ooh. I want my bobbing back. I have bobbing in Minecraft, and admittedly the standard bobbing in Minecraft is a little too violent for my tastes, but I do prefer it to not having any bobbing at all. It feels like I'm gliding through the world silently. And it's not my favorite thing in the world. Revolver frames. That is a white grip. That can go away. I think there's a few more bits and pieces around the place that I need to grab. But we are close to being done, I believe. Revolver frame, revolver. Revolver modules. More revolver modules. Nothing up here. Nothing up here. There we go. Go say hi to the snack friend. Hi, birdie. Oh, I can't get close enough to give you scritches this time. I'm sorry. Okay. And we shall put this guy in here. And we'll press the button later. Okay. Right. We need to sort some weapons out. We'll figure out what's good and what isn't. Well, I take a bite of my favorite pasty. Okay. These are all revolver modules. And these are all revolver grips. These are... Oh, that's a revolver module. Okay. That's a weapon module. Frame-wise... No. Yes. Okay. We'll check these because they're green first. Okay, what have we got here? Blues, no core. Meh. Bite, tornado. Oh, I have to disassemble them to recycle them. Okay. Very well. In that case, we shall take off the green parts first. What have we got here? More green parts. And all of these can go in here. Wait, one of those barrels was... No, the barrel is in the thing. Start. You have a funny feeling that it's a dog dressed as a... Do I need to ask why, Dragon Reaper? Why do you have a funny feeling that it's a dog dressed as a turkey? That was a mag. Okay, and the last green one. Okay, now all of these greens can go in here. Now, the rest of these are blue, so we can pull those from the varying bits and pieces that they are mounted to. And sort those out later. So mags, right? Okay, I'll take my revolver frames out of here for the moment. And that grips. Okay, and we will take these out, and we'll see what we have on the revolver side of things. So, grip. Higher handling, lower increased melee damage. Not that really matters. These are all identical. Frames. Higher stability, lower damage. Higher damage, lower stability. Higher damage, reload speed, and accuracy. Lower fire rate, stability, and mag. Higher damage, slightly lower stability. And higher fire rate, higher stability, vastly lower damage. What have we got here? What's this barrel? Higher accuracy, lower fire rate. Lower range. No, I want the higher range. Oh, that'll do. The rest can get shoveled into here. Hey, Ed. My friend texted and woke me up to say they caught up on our Tuesday VOD, but they had to correct me on a nugget of lore. That mage we met in a cave? he old. The events he described and dude he's beefing with are about 8,696 years before. I'm sorry. Are you telling me the Dragon Commander is set basically 10,000 years before DOS 2? That's... okay. Sure. Oh my god. Okay. You can turn all of this into metal, I think. Iron bars. More iron bars. Okay. Take these out. Put these in here. Put this in here. And the rest can go to the research table. It's just an additional 10 points, but it helps. What do we have here? Ooh, we have a cabin. Yes, I will research this so that I can research the locomotive cabin. Asian open cabin. Okay. Not really what I wanted, but I'll take it for now. Right. Who wants to go gambling? Ooh, I got additional gambling tokens. And some salvage. And additional gambling tokens. And some chemicals. And some seeds. Some iron bars. Okay. Ah, bomb! Okay. Ah, not again. Oh. Okay. Hey, a prophecy. More iron bars. What was that? Pufferfish. Oh, okay. And I'm out of tokens. One day I will get the piggy bank. One day. But not today. Okay. Right. It's a small haul, I guess. Nothing major. Right. Salvageables into here. Chemicals into here. I should probably queue up a pair of stables, now that I think about it. We'll fuel this up with, like, 25 wood, because we have plenty. Max this. Max it again. Can make white paint and yellow paint. Not what I need right now. Let's do another set of iron bars. There we go. And the organic components go in here. And the consumable components go in there. Now, remedials. Prophecies. We'll take a look at those in a second. I want to see what weapon modules we got. So. Toxic Midge is currently using Ice Storm. We also have the Annihilator and another Ice Storm. A slightly worse Ice Storm, actually. Okay, well, I guess these can go back in here for now. Right. Shark attacks can go away. I don't like shark attacks. Okay. I need to build another Roflimo bed. For our newest Roflimo recruit. I think we have space for 2, actually. Go. And there. Yeah. Okay, so we have space for 2 more. We need bolts, wood, and leather. That's fine. We should have some spare bolts lying around. Yes, we do. Leather and plenty of wood. Okay. There we go. Roughly mo beds constructed. We have bolts? We are out of bolts. So 1 bolt, 1 spring, 1 cog. Actually, I'll make that now. Might as well have another loop catcher on the train. Bolt, string, and they've ordered a new Stargate series. Oh wait, that's not a... Oh, that's a coil of copper wire. I'm a fool. There we go. Okay. And we can refill the water. Et voila. Admittedly, I never watched Stargate when I was younger. Never quite caught my interest. Wasn't really my thing. Okay. Right. What we need? What do we need? Clean out the cleaner's station. And refill the chemicals in the roughly mode toilet, which is at the back here. Oh, I mean, actually it was fine, but oh well. That can go there. Well, It's not that I've missed out, Stephen. It's like, at the end of the day, I just never had interest in it. I could play it right now if I wanted to. I just, well, play it. I could watch it right now if I wanted to. I just didn't really have much interest in it. I always find that weird. It's like when someone says, "Oh well, I was never really that interested in something," and everybody goes, "Oh no, you've missed out." It's like, well, no, I chose not to watch it. So it's not like the world just span by and the show in question just vanished off the face of the earth. It's still there. I can go and watch it now if I wanted to, but I'm just not interested in it. A young Jason Momoa in Atlantis. Considering that Jason Momoa did the Aquaman film, I'm not sure how I feel about that, El. I mean, yeah, I'm sure it did, Stephen House. But like, my realm of remit, when it came to TV shows and the like, usually ended up with TV shows like Star Trek, Sherlock, Elementary, technically also Sherlock, but you know. But yeah, I mean, what else have I recently been watching? The new Mighty Nine TV show, the animated one. The first episode was pretty good for that. My remit actually tended more towards animated stuff than live action, admittedly. And there is the occasional live action one that I enjoy, but like when I was younger, the only time I got to see actual like animated TV shows was during break when I was in school, because we didn't have a television at home, so I couldn't watch it there. So I essentially caught like half an episode of like The Batman, and like half an episode of Pokemon or that sort of thing. Pokemon was never really my thing, but The Batman was sort of a foundational show for me, in that once I was able to, I literally just went back and rewatched the whole thing, just because I could. Let's grab this rough limo. I think that's all we need to do now. Wop, 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 wop. Out of the amber. What have we got? Ooh, a chef and repairer. Often fixes its workplace. Ooh, that could be useful. What do we want a repairer on? Okay. Where'd he go? He is here. Okay. I'll let Zen name them when Zen gets back from their little existence. Hi, Rockethead. Did I ever catch Sanctuary? Sanctuary. Hold on. Let me check, because my memory is kind of fried. Sanctuary. TV show. No, I'm not familiar with Sanctuary. I did catch Warehouse 13 though. I did enjoy Warehouse 13 quite a lot. I'm kind of annoyed about some of the stuff in Warehouse 13, but I did enjoy it. Okay. What was I doing? I wanted mushrooms. That's what I wanted. Hey, buddy. Come here. We feed you mushroom. And we feed you mushroom. And we feed you mushroom. I'll be honest, I much prefer practical effects. And we feed you mushroom. Yeah, I get you, El. I mean, I quite enjoyed Silo recently. Silo was very fun. Okay. Worker info. We have you, which... You're not very good for this. We're going to change out the worker for our new guy. Because you will repair. And that means I don't have to worry about the engine getting damaged too much, because you will slowly, over time, repair it. The other guy, we can stick on a smelter. You reduce the fuel cost for steel and brass smelting by 20%. Wait, what's the extractor perk? Create a bonus item while crafting at the workbench, specifically the workbench. Okay. This one, you have craftsman tier 3. You're a workbench worker. Yeah, I will change you out for this dude. There we go. And then the other guy, Maker Bread, can go here. I will need to feed you. So where are you, Maker Bread? You are orange, which means you shouldn't be too hard to find. Is that you? You look green. Oh, you are orange. Just the lighting's weird. Okay. Yeah, Silo is pretty damn good, and I'm hoping that they get a third season. I think it is in the works. I'm not entirely certain. But I sincerely hope that Silo gets a third season, because I really enjoyed that, and the practical effects in Silo are fantastic. Yeah, Warehouse 13 was good. What other shows have I watched in recent years? Let me think. It's not technically a show, it's more of a film. But the various live-action sort of adaptations of the Terry Pratchett books that have come out over the years, like Going Postal, The Color of Magic, all of that sort of thing, those are quite good. But then I don't really know whether to count them as shows or not, because they usually come in like parts, but also they're not, they're very long and they're more like a movie than anything else. What else? Ooh. Yeah. Oh fuck, why am I forgetting the name of it now? Foundation. Foundation is very good. The Foundation TV show is very good so far. I'm very pleased with how it's come out. There's a couple of different, like, more sci-fi style TV shows that were pretty good over the time of it. Beacon 23 was decent. I don't remember if that's the actual title, but I think it's called Beacon 23. Was a relatively decent sci-fi sort of suspense thriller show that came out maybe about 2 years ago, I think. God, trying to rack my brain as to what other stuff I've seen over the past few years. There's been a lot. Not that much, maybe, but a decent amount. The show's first season has a decent completion for Beacon 23. And it does feel like they left it open so that it could be continued if need be. But the main plot line for the show is relatively contained to one season. Which isn't too bad. It's quite nice, actually. Right, let's pull the lever and skedaddle, shall we? I think we're done here. Ooh, the prophecy has activated. How are you guys doing on ammo? Oh, you're fine. New path, number 16. That. This is very green in comparison to some of the areas we've been in. But alright. Jock. Hi, buddy. You want to come towards me? Yeah, you do. Fuck you. There you are. Did I get him? Nope. Thank you. No sharks in my town. Thank you very much. Ah. Something exploded next to me. Grim is a decent one if you can get past the amnesia plot holes. Okay. I will note that down on my little show watching sheet. I don't have a show watching sheet. I have a single document on my phone that I occasionally add things to. But you know what I mean. There is so much iron in here now. Holy shit. I need more silicon. Okay. That. something. Outpost. Okay. Little guys, do you think you can handle some of that? Because I'm low on ammo. And my gun is apparently low on durability. If I shovel... Actually, if I just grab some metal, can we quickly make max amount of ammo boxes? Yes. Okay. How close are we to this thing? Decent close. Use. Hello, everybody. I have an extremely powerful weapon. It is called a gun. Guns away! Ha 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 ha! Oh, hello, friend. Oh. Good shot, buddy. My Rock Limo shot that man in the head. How lovely. The blue dye as well. Okay. We dropped something blue as well. Haven is another one. Has a lot of seasons. I still have to catch up and finish them. That one I think I've heard about. Not entirely certain, but I think I've heard about it. Maybe I'm wrong, but I think it rings a bell. You know. That in there. Dye goes into remedials. And everything else can go into the tech table. 52 additional points. Interesting. Right. Okay, there was a blue part here. Oh, apparently some chemical waste. Iron junk. Coin. A revolver module, okay. Right. And more mechanical junk. Whee. Speedy. And this stuff. There we go. Okay, I believe that's everything. And we move forward. Grab whatever's in here. Silicon. Nice. Okay. Salvageables. Shove those in there. Want some mechanical junk. Put that over there. Grab this. Drop that in there. Frame in there. Magazine in there. And the revolver module we will take a look at in a moment. The rest, we will add more points. 50 wood. Oh, not the steel bar. Keep that. Okay. What have we got on the barrel here? Lower fire rate. Lower range. Just straight up debuff. Okay. No, that's bad. Goes in there. Okay. Ooh, sounds like we've got mines. Yep, we got mines. Not silicon, just coal. I'll take it. You guys can manage here, right? Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna see about refilling the water in these guys. Which I thought would be low by now. Apparently is not. Alright. Silicon, good. Show me the overflow. Sake. There it is. I will grab some additional ammo for those guys out the front. Did you guys kill a shark or something? Oh, thank you. Load rounds. Store it. 79. Ah, there we go. Silicon. Not that I can see, but that's fine. I mean, I will say, a lot of the stuff that I do end up watching on a regular basis is just YouTubers. Never quite as remarkable as full-on TV shows. I have been keeping up with Has Been Hotel, but honestly, I'm not that fussed about it. The songs are good, but the plot is kind of meh. And the animation can be a little confusing. Arcane was good. Arcane was very good. Probably one of my favorite animated TV shows of the current decade. Just because of the way it was animated and how well it was animated. The movement style that they have is really good. Wasn't big on Game of Thrones. No, didn't watch that. There was a new murder mystery TV show. Ooh, tell you one that I really enjoyed. Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. That one was very good. I thoroughly enjoyed that one. I mean, admittedly, not queer enough to fully be in my tastes, but that kind of happens when you're gay in a world of heteronormative media. So, you know, I'll take what I can get. Vox Machina is enjoyable. Vox Machina is enjoyable, but it's one of those ones where I'm like, I don't feel the need to mention it because basically everybody already knows about it, you know? Yeah, that's fair, Al. I tried watching Game of Thrones and I was like, there's so much sex and violence and I'm not here for that. I'm not here for that. The first few seasons of The Witcher were okay, but again, I couldn't get into it. I'm not a fan of the Clone Wars TV shows. However, The Bad Batch was pretty good, Rockethead. I did not catch Lupin Zero, no. Wait. Are we talking... No. Yeah, no, I didn't catch Lupin Zero. I did catch the animated movie, the new animated Lupin movie. Wait, was that Lupin Zero? I'm talking about TV shows, so I'm not sure. I'm not sure. I didn't know if there was a new Lupin TV show. Oh, then no, I did not catch that one. Something to add to the list, I suppose. Chemicals go over here. Wait, no, this is the wrong one to do this in. Fuck. This one needs to be steel. Means we need to add compost in. Okay, compost can be used as fuel. I wasn't aware of that. This is the one with the blacksmith on it, so that can go in. Oh. Whoa, slow it down, boys. We've arrived at a arena point. Bisexual Grandpa Arsene shows up. Oh, fair enough. I mean, it'll probably be something that I pick up in my off time to watch. But yeah, not something that I will put too much thought into to start with. Fill that up. Good. Okay. All of this in here. Put all of that in there. Drop off these in here. Drop off those in there. Flammables. Yeah. Okay. Need pull the zinc out. Grab the iron and the copper from here. Okay. Put that in there. Contract this to fix up my gun. Okay. And then I'm going to dump the zinc into here, as well as the scrap metal. There we go. What do we want from here? Yes, we will grab that. And we'll grab this stuff just to finish that area off. Winch accelerator. Enhanced magnet, that seems useful. And grab the environmental object. Okay. It's also only 6 episodes. Oh, fair enough. I mean, in the scope of other shows and stuff that I would like to see come back. I mean, the I do miss. I would like to see more of Dungeon Meshi. That's one I definitely want to see more of. No two ways about it. That one was good. Let's make another 10 armor. I do hope that Dungeon Meshi Season 2 is gonna get its due, as it were. I watched Carnival Row, and it was okay, but it needed work. The Nevers was pretty good, but I'm annoyed that it's not going to get a 2nd or 3rd season. Like, I'm sorry. A show about Victorian women with superpowers? Hell yeah. Take down the patriarchy. Okay. These can go there. I burnt through quite a lot of my armor plating on the last run, so let's get an extra 10. The end was annoying because it is very much a cliffhanger ending on the Nevers, the 1st season. Or the 2nd season. I don't remember. Whichever season they were on that I finished watching it on. That I don't know if they've got a new season out, honestly. I tried to keep up with it and then I forgot. But it's annoying because it's something that I would like to see more of. And I'm relatively sure that the show just It didn't get cancelled, it just stagnated into oblivion by the execs, basically. So yeah. Like everyone was going, so when's the next season coming out? And the execs were basically going, some point. What puts me off is non-animated shows lately, as I start watching something and it gets cancelled almost every time. Yeah, I know, Aid. I'm very familiar with that feeling. Yeah. It is irritating at the best of times, and downright just infuriating at worst. But I am familiar with that, that set of vibes, as it were, I suppose. Okay, I'm gonna put these in here. Okay, I'm full on ammo. Gun is fully repaired. Okay. Yeah, well, I know. Like, there are some shows, like Silo, for example. Silo is one of those shows that I started watching and I was like, okay, this is really interesting. And I got to season 2 and it's like, this is getting even more interesting. And there is apparently a season 3 in the works, and I'm really hoping that it's just as interesting. So, yeah. Add in splitting seasons over 2 years so studios can save money, then seasons only 8 to 12 episodes. That's one of the reasons I really liked Dungeon Meshi, was they came out with a slew of 24 episodes on the first season, and I was like, I am being fed the best right now. I am my interest is tripled on this. It is really good. And then there's some shows that are like, yep, we'll do 12 episodes. And, like, fair enough. Especially for, like, shows like Vox Machina and stuff, where those 12 episodes are 45 minutes long each. That's pretty good. Like, 12 episodes, 45 minutes long, I'm happy with that. And they at least with Vox Machina and Mighty Nine and all that sort of thing, they're coming from a reputable company that we know will continue to make these stories because they've made these stories forever. And the campaigns are still going, and they're probably going to make even more stories from the campaigns. So, you know. But, and then there's some times where you walk into a show and you're like, I really enjoy this. And you hear 2 days later, this show has been cancelled. Like Chaos, which was really good. And then they cancelled it after the first season on Netflix. And I was fucking annoyed. I am really happy that they managed to finish Snowpiercer. Like the TV show Snowpiercer. Like they were actively hunting for a new network to go and finish it with. And they did. They found a network that would take on season 4, and they finished it. And I'm really happy about that. It might not have had the same production quality as the first 3 seasons, but it was still pretty damn good. I forgot to refill my water bar. Oh well. I mean, I'm glad for them, Rockethead, but also, those are old shows at this point. And new shows do not get that sort of attention. Or attention to detail, rather. Use those. And refill my ammunition. Actually, this stuff gives 50 rifle ammo. So yeah, we'll use it one more time. Okay. Yeah. I know what you mean, Aid. I know what you mean. But also, like, anime has the staying power or the ability to hang around that a lot of other shows don't. Ah! Okay, hello. I get it, I get it. Oh, I get it, I get it, I get it, I get it. Oi. Ow. Oi, these bugs. I really would like to get some nicer revolver parts. Talking of old, they've announced a new Stargate series. Yes, this is exactly what triggered the entire conversation about TV shows. As I was saying that I've never actually watched Stargate. It was never really my thing. But yeah. Okay. Use this. Use this. Use one of these for full armor. These. Okay. Okay. Really wish I had grenades in this. Grenades would be a lifesaver in some of these situations. Reload. Go. Beautiful. Okay. Grab some ammunition. 156 out of 300, so we'll use a little bit more of this. Okay, right. go. Load. Okay, that's... Oh, God, that's that. Dealt with. Okay. Run. Add a plate. Add another plate. Jammed on the last bullet as well. Screwed. Oh, that's jamming lot. Actually, no, that's jamming lot. Hello. Okay, we're down to 15 rounds per magazine. That's fine. That's manageable. Hey! Nice. Okay, we're complete. Trial completed. Wonderful. Move to train. Move to train. Move to train. And not enough inventory space. Right. Use. Oh. Okay. What have we got? We've got the dye, which I do want. We can leave the wood. Take the unstable chemicals. Wood. Yes, that'll do. Alright. Thank you, buddy. Thanks for the challenge. Oh. Hey, yep, there we go. On a slightly different topic, the one of gaming, did you guys, did you folks see the news about the original Guild Wars? I did not. What happened with the original Guild Wars? That is not something I'm familiar with. And I am familiar with the... Well, I'm familiar with Guild Wars 2, because that's the one I played. That was my sort of teenage years. Hey, black dye. Nice. What have we got? Bit of scrap, lots of copper, lots of iron. How much more steel can we make? 5. Okay, that's fine. That'll do for now. It's getting a remaster. Guild Wars Reforged. Oh, okay. Fair enough, I suppose. Was that something people were asking for? I don't remember, honestly. Like, I enjoyed Guild Wars, but... I enjoyed Guild Wars 2, rather. But it had its low moments, I will say. Let's research another wagon wall. Ship wagon walls 1. Okay. Not what I was hoping for, but alright. Max health upgrade, max ammunition upgrade. And we'll research some floor furniture. A lot of players of the original felt a bit conned by 2. It felt like a totally different game rather than a sequel. Oh, well, fair enough. I mean, as I said, I've never experienced Guild Wars 1. My experience was mostly just Guild Wars 2. So, I will take your word for it being a completely different experience. Not something I would be familiar with, so... I can use some of this iron to repair this gun, and then we can check. Got a flamethrower core. I will take that. Move everything else. Anything that's green goes in the recycler. There we go. We've got an annihilator core. We'll take that. And you have a golden grip. Holy shit, hello. We'll see if that's any good. Okay. This stuff goes here. We can start assembly. Ooh, we are going to stop actually. Go. Golden grip can go there for now, and I'm gonna hop up to this because it might have some dyes, and dyes are important to me. We've got several little bits and pieces here. Okay. Okay. What's in this one? Oh, red dye. I'll drop the chemicals. I said I'll drop the chemicals. Drop the... Nope, don't drop the armor plating. Oh. Fuck. Bugger. Hold on. There we go. Grab the red dye. Oh. Hello. Gasoline chunk. And you, we can add the blue and red samples to. And Helios takes the dyes. If you don't already own it, I don't think I could recommend buying it now. Even with a remaster, the controls, etc. are going to feel old. I remember my elite armor of a twig bikini with amused annoyance. Anybody who already owns it, though, or people who love old school MMOs, then yeah. With the caveat that there's no persistent world, it's all instant. Oh, fair enough. Yeah, I mean, when I played Guild Wars 2, my main class was a thief. I know, big surprise. But it was a class that got nerfed into the ground, and I still played it. Which I think either pertains to my persistence or just my sheer stubbornness. I wanted to be a thief, and a thief I was. And did I get to steal anything? No, I did not. It was rude, but I wanted to steal stuff. I wish there was a pickpocket mechanic, or like a thievery mechanic in Guild Wars. Elementalist. Ah. Of course. persistence and stubbornness are the same thing? I don't think they are. I think persistence and stubbornness are two different things. But maybe that's just me. Okay, this we will take apart so that Zen can sort through the. Oops. Okay. Pain enhancer. That can stay there. This can come off. Bench. What have we got? We've got a frame and a couple mags. Oh, no, I want to keep that, please. The armor keeps trying to escape from my inventory. Right. Grip. What have we got here? Accuracy. And each full kill. Fires and burst. Oh. Burst fire. But with slightly better handling. And enemy armor explodes. I'll take it, but I'm not going to be happy about it. And the old grip can go in the grips box. Okay. And it just hung around for a bit, apparently. Wait, that's silicon. Give me silicon. Give me. There we go. All these. So we can shove them in various boxes. This is... Wait, chemical waste is a salvageable. Technically. Yeah, it is. That needs to go in that. Okay. Ooh, coal. Go. One is based on determination, the other stupidity. I don't think that's true either. Like, persistence and stubbornness are two different things. Persistence is the desire to continue, knowing that there is a solution. Stubbornness is the need to continue despite the odds. And I feel like those two are very different things. Stubbornness is the need to continue despite the odds and in spite of other people telling you it's impossible, basically. Whereas persistence is continuing knowing that there is a tangible possible result. No, I wouldn't say... Like, there is the whole thing of being too stupid to know when to give up. But in my opinion, it's more... It's not being too stupid to know when to give up. It's not giving up in spite of tremendous amounts of in spite of tremendous odds to overcome. Like, I wouldn't say stupidity comes into it anywhere with stubbornness. Like, we could say that, like, stubbornness is admittedly, like, something that less intelligent people might rely on. But I would not qualify stupidity as being a requirement for stubbornness, if that makes any sense. Okay, this is actually not too bad on a burst fire. I actually don't mind this burst fire. That feels weird. I usually hate burst fire weapons. That all of them? By the looks of it, maybe. Yeah, burst fire weapons are usually the hated for me. So that actually feels very weird that I actually don't mind this one. This one doesn't feel too bad. Maybe it's because most burst fire weapons have like a massive amount of recoil. Again, I would disagree on that, Aid. I don't think that stupidity and stubbornness go hand in hand. I think that in many situations, like stubbornness and stupidity are sometimes linked, but they are not complementary of each other enough to realistically stay together. Eventually, stupidity will win out, and someone will do something so stupid that the stubbornness stops working, basically. I don't feel like they are two sides of the same coin, as it were. And maybe I'm wrong about that, but that's my opinion, not fact. Let's... Okay, anything interesting? A weapon module, some mechanical junk. Okay. Revolver module. Maybe we'll have some nice revolver parts now. I doubt it. Revolver modules are annoyingly hard to come by in anything except green. Currently, I only have greens. Alright, what have we got? Upgrade to fire rate, but downgrade to range. Upgrade to fire rate, but downgrade to range and stability. Upgrade to fire rate and downgrade to range. Great. Upgrade to handling. Removes melee damage. I would rather have the option to use melee damage. In that case, all of these can go in here. Oh god, we need to sort through some of these. This is bad. Why are all these frames the same? They're not the same. They do... Wait. But these are all pane frames. I do want to let Zen sort through these, but... We are getting to the... Oh, shit. There's a pair of guns that I haven't sorted. Okay. What have we got here? No. 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 And no. We'll put the frame in there, the grip in here, the mag in here. Oh. More? Again? Why the music sing, game? What required my attention so badly that the music went all wobbly for a moment? Actually, have I... Ah, yes. Good, my loot catchers. Get some water. Take a bath. Ooh. Okay. Back over there. Back over there. Okay. You will create hopper bars. And we will add 30 on fuel. Okay. Let's drop the salvageables off in here. Okay, we're fine on zinc. I will go shovel. Actually, what I'll do, I will shove the rest of this into here. And zinc and scrap metal can go in here. We'll unlock the second power plant slot, even though we haven't even unlocked the first one. We do have batteries. They're in the remedials chest. Insert. There we go. Ooh, silicon. I think. Yes. I'm sure we've drifted past a bunch of silicon here and there. But I'm not too fussed about that. As long as I have a little bit to maintain my systems. Okay. In fuel, we'll put some of this into here. Put the batteries back in the remedials chest. What's this? Take all of this and shove it in the tech researcher. Oh, hold on. Ah, zinc. Ah, zinc, my hated foe. Ooh, silicon. Ah. Give it. Thank you. Okay. Add points, scrap metal, wood, and zinc. Start. So little silicon in this world. But I will take some gasoline. Which makes absolutely no sense. Like, none of this should realistically be floating in the void unless, like, somebody fought a war in here and lost. Kind of ridiculous. I do always wonder about these islands out here, but I don't believe we can get to them. At the moment, my bottleneck is silicon, so I'm not that fussed about grabbing too much other stuff, since we're full on a lot of it anyway. I could build some more chests, but it's not a huge priority at the moment, especially considering we're just kind of plodding through. Like maybe silicon? It is. Lovely. And I saw some coal up here. So I might as well slide that in as well. These. Ah, the portal is ahead. Some more steel, which is why I picked up the silicon in the first place. Here. More in there. And a little bit more in there. This needs to be turned into more stuff. Any interesting large pieces found? Not by the looks of it. I think we're good. Ooh, no, that's silicon. Gimme. That. The silicon in the scrapper. That is coal, but I'll still take it. Bunch of wood. Lovely bunch of wood. Okay. Interesting. Do not see any additional stuff. So I'm gonna throw this stuff in here. Add points. once more. Shove another battery in there. Technically, the battery should just be going in the fuel chest, since it is a form of fuel. Anything else around here? No. Does not look like it. Okay. To the next depot, and I'm going to fill up on ammunition to start with. Just in case. And go onwards.
Everything here looks bad.
There.
Really bad. Frankly speaking, it looks downright awful.
Yeah, you don't say, narrator. It does look particularly unpleasant. Alright. I'm gonna drink up some water. Okay. Right. Yeah, this place is covered in purple goop. That's not great. Aidwolf, thank you for the tea check. I shall indeed drink. I'm not on camera today because my face looks rather haggard and I haven't shaved. So, I apologize for that. What was that noise? Okay, there's something around here. I'm not sure I want to know what. Ooh, you have steel bars, requires copper pipes. Okay, I might trade in some of my copper pipes for steel bars. That could be pretty useful. Spin up my tokens. Seeds isn't bad. And a mushroom. And one of these days, the pig will find me. One of these days. Okay, what's over here? Nothing much. Ooh. How grim. Let's store some stuff away before we go deal with the combat encounter in this area. Wood is in here. Nothing at the moment. I'll need to assign something to that. No fuel. Organic components in here. Consumables in there. Inhibitors in here. A little bit of this in the overflow metal chest. Let's see. I'm going to turn all of this into copper pipes. So that we can get a bunch of the steel bars. We might as well put it to use. It looks like some sort of fungal growth. Which I can't say I'm a fan of, admittedly, but, you know. Ammo box times 10, please. And let's go get some additional steel bars. Hopefully the vending machine has at least 10. Ooh, lovely. Okay, so not enough copper bars, copper wire, fat, chemicals, springs. Copper pipe requires 2 iron bars. Iron bars requires 1 copper wiring. Okay. So not quite 10, but enough. And I got a pair of achievements out of it as well, so I'll take it. You vaguely remember shaving. Well, I don't like a beard. I used to have a beard. And it was okay, but I feel much better without one. Like, having a beard just makes me feel mildly itchy. Having something growing on my face makes me feel unhappy. Add points. How much is that? That's 90. It's 100, that's 80. That's 70. And instead, I'm going to go for the decorative options. Because that's me. I like my decor. Okay. Oh, we have unlocked a grand piano. How lovely. And we will grab you, because we have an extra space on the train. Activate. Who are you, buddy? What have we got? Ooh, you're kind of purple. Reduces crafting time for labs. Gives a high chance to create a bonus item while crafting in the lab. Okay, so you're a lab boy. Got it. Okay. Lab tech. Lab tech Roplimo. I will grab some mushrooms for you. And then we shall assign you to a lab. Actually, do we have... We do have one guy in the lab already, so we will have to build this lab up before we assign you. Which requires steel, brass pipes, sturdy... Okay. Sturdy bolts. Steel, brass, and... Oh, no, this one. Sturdy wood. So actually, what I'm gonna do... we need 2 brass pipes, 1 bolt, the max amount of sturdy wood that we can get our hands on. Go. F, worker info. Assign, laboratorian, and experimentalist. And you need a lot of mushrooms, don't you, buddy? Okay. find wood in here. Grass in here. And where's the rest of the mushrooms? Aids facial growth is mostly minimal, to be fair, so it's not really worth bothering with unless it's a special occasion. Oh, fair enough. Unfortunately, my beard has a tendency to grow to not necessarily ridiculous lengths, but pretty high lengths within a fortnight. Like, I grow at least a centimeter of beard within a week, basically. So it grows pretty fast to start with, and then it slows after a little bit. So I like to keep it trim. I wish I could just... Well, I don't wish that I could just remove it all outright. Because I feel like that would maybe hinder me in the future when I actually want to grow it for, like, being in specific roles and stuff. But... Okay, there you go, Rufflemo. You have been fed. What's this prophecy? Minefield. Chances of encountering mines. In return for more items in the void. Sure. Okay. Domra and the boiled water. I would like to... Wait, didn't I assign... Isn't... Oh, there's no worker assigned to this. I feel like there should be one. Blacksmith. Cook technologist. Oh, but chef is, it's just fuel reduction. Fuel cost reduction. Okay, we'll assign you to work here. Just temporarily so that I can make soup. Make boiled water. And we'll put the Domra away temporarily. Okay, and the rest of the boiled water can go in here for now. Right. Let's go fight some Nazis, shall we?
We need to sneak inside somehow.
Okay, I mean...
Where to next?
I can't grow a full beard at all, only under my chin and top lip. And up your nose. Oh dear. Well... I mean, it's always the case, isn't it? For the people who want to be able to grow a beard, they can't. And for the people who don't want to grow a beard, they 100% can, and it's kind of annoying. Okay. Whoop. Ugh. That's kind of grim. Kind of gross.
And wonderful. Some kind of museum full of old junk.
Oh, shut up. Okay.
Careful. Duck your head. Or your knees. One of these will surely come in handy.
Ah. Electrocution. Who doesn't love a little bit of electrocution? Where am I meant to be going? Oh, up there. I see. Oopsie. Up. Hop. Ah, there we go. Not sure that was how I was meant to do that, but oh well. Whee. I sincerely hope there's no giant goop fungus monster at the end of all this. Can I not use this ladder to climb? No, I have to do the parkour. Okay, fine. Oop. In fairness, it's relatively simple parkour. Still. Hi, birdie. Oh, there you go again. Ooh. Okay. Whoop. Really? Do we have to be in the vents? This feels like a bad idea. Oh. Okay, there's less purple goop here. I'll take it. I'm starting to get proper beard hairs thanks to tea, but it's only on the sides of my chin, not the middle. I don't know why. If we combine the powers of beard growth. If you guys want, you can have both parts of mine. Ooh. Okay, there's a cable. Ah. I see.
What's that machine over there?
I mean, it looks like a projector, narrator. Oh boy.
I don't know
Interact?
what this
Yeah.
contraption is, but it seems like something is missing.
Okay. Oh, it's a slide projector.
Curious. Maybe this will fit. Of course. It couldn't just start working. Of course not.
Oh wow, they are actually just
Well,
Nazis.
maybe just check the
Okay.
cable. And do you still have the electrical tape?
I always carry electrical tape. You should know this by now. What? There we go.
Is that
turn on.
the Volva's amulet? Looks very similar. Wait, it's you, isn't it? Who else would drink liquid from an ancient pedestal?
I mean,
All
okay,
these
fair
slides,
enough.
It's like a path to the prophecies. Amulet, pedestal, mug, prophecy. They've all been here before.
Uh-huh. Sure.
And if all this has already been, then next on the path will be a lighthouse in the fog.
You sure about that?
Nothing can be made out here. Time seems to have erased this story. So the second prophecy will be located at the lighthouse, which is located somewhere unknown.
Great. Wonderful. I was really hoping for some combat. Okay. I'm guessing there's no way to get to... No, probably not. There's no way to get to the chest unlocker. Not that we have any. Chests. Wait. Oh, fuck. Did I left the chests behind. Oh, I feel like an idiot. Okay, well. I left the chests on the side of the train. I entirely forgot about them. Wonderful. Well, that's what I get for my ADHD brain. Right, well. On that note, everybody, I think it's about time to end. Considering that we've been going for 3.5 hours now. But yeah, thank you all very much for joining us this evening, everybody. It was fun. We will be back tomorrow with some Mafia 2. Then on Sunday, you likely won't see me because I'll be resetting my sleep schedule. A fair warning on that one. If I do manage to make the stream, I'll be there, but if I don't, I will be asleep. For now, though, ladies and gentlemen, thank you all very much for joining us. Let's go raid a Wasted Space, who's currently playing Vane. Not sure what that's about, but they've been going for about 30 minutes, so there's plenty of stream left. Thank you all very much for joining us, everybody. Have a very good evening and a very good night, and we'll see you all next time. Ta-ta for now.